Today on Match Play.
Welcome to Match Play. I'm Ray Adams. Thank you for joining today. We're at the beautiful and iconic Phoenix Country Club here in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm being joined by a longtime friend of mine, a colleague, and one of the hardest working people in all of golf. And I mean that, Tiffany Nelson, the Executive Director of the Schwab Cup Championship.
Yes.
Thanks
Good to be here.
Thanks for joining me. You
Thanks
look great.
for having me.
And Tiffany, wow, as I said, we've known each other for so long, and I've seen you come right out of college. You moved to Phoenix. You went to Rancho Mañana, one of our favorite places to go have some fun golf up in the mountains of Cave Creek. And then take me through a little bit about your college and your career and your choice of golf as a career. Tell me about that.
Sure. Well, I went to Purdue and played golf there.
Yeah.
But I did not want to go pro. You'll never find me on the driving ranges practicing. I just don't like to practice.
But you did love playing.
I love to play.
Golf.
Absolutely.
In college, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I did. And I love the competitiveness of it.
Yeah.
But I didn't have that drive to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And I knew that. And that was okay. So I knew I wanted to be in the business of golf.
Sure.
And so 2 weeks after I graduated, not much golf in Indiana except for 6 months, moved out to Arizona and have been in the golf industry somehow, some way for a lot of years.
Now, did someone recruit you to come to Arizona, or did you choose
Nope.
Arizona because it's the golf capital, one of the capitals of the world?
It was between Florida, Arizona, and California.
Oh, well.
And so Arizona is where I landed.
You
and
could have chosen St. Andrews in Scotland.
I could have. I wanted to stay in the States. I wasn't that experienced or
Mom and Dad would have cried
fearful.
if you'd have left.
Yeah.
Right? Yes,
no,
of
they
course.
would have been like, "Hey, we'll go with you."
Oh, well, yeah.
That might have been the problem, but no. So came to Arizona, and it's been the best decision I've ever made.
So give us a few of the great places that you've worked at and the things you've done in golf.
Wow. So I came out here, worked at a single golf course, Rancho Mañana, and got my experience there, and then went into Scottsdale Golf and Lodging, and it was a company I started with a hotel developer who had 5 different hotels around the valley.
Yeah.
So we did golf packages.
Sure.
And then the technology boom started in 2000,
Yeah.
and I went to go work for Golf Switch. So I did, and that, I mean, the crazy thing is, to even think about it, golf courses did not have a website. They had pencil and paper
Yeah,
for
we're talking
tee times.
20 years ago.
Yeah,
Almost.
and so I was getting them hooked up on, electronic tee sheets and websites to make tee times from. So, that technology boom.
Unbelievable.
Yep. And then did a little, went off to do Weston Kierland and did the golf packages there.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, and then in 2006 went to go work for TPC Scottsdale for the PGA Tour, and
Yes, you did.
yeah, and then left there and still work for the PGA Tour, but I'm 13 years in.
Well, you really have had a wonderful career, and you are a very hardworking person, very diligent, and you've persevered through all of the changes of golf because you came into golf in the golden era. So you've really gone through all of it. How do you find the game of golf and the state of the game overall today?
That's a good question. The game of golf is ever flowing. I think, we kind of missed the boat on the millennials, but their mentality is a little different. You can't keep their interest for 4 hours. So then we've gotten to how can we, make golf shorter. But I think now we're doing such a good job, the PGA Tour with the leadership of Jay Monahan, to bring in the current kids, and that's through the first tee.
Yeah.
I mean, we just had Pure Insurance over at Pebble Beach, which is the first tee.
Yeah.
And these kids are amazing. If I ever had to play against them, I would have probably not gone into golf.
They're so much better.
Oh my gosh,
The
yes.
boys and the girls.
Yes.
And both, all the way through the ranks of junior golf and on into, of course, now collegiate golf.
Yep.
So I've got to ask you, with the explosive growth of women in golf,
Mm-hmm.
to what do you attribute that to in just the recent few years.
Well, and
Why are we seeing it?
Yeah, I think you kind of see it more in every sport, but it was always a men's sport. And what I thought you were going to say is like a woman would walk into a golf shop and be like, "You can't play here. This is men only."
Well,
which we had
up
some
until
here.
a few years ago,
Exactly.
we had some very prominent courses
Oh,
around
yeah.
the world.
We definitely do. We still do. But there are,
It's
I
changing.
think it's more women are getting more empowered. I just think women are we have more say now than, let's say, my, parents' generation.
Yeah.
My mom, to go to college, was that really something that my mom had an option, which she did, but it was more, hey, you get married, you stay home, be with the kids, that kind of
Those
story.
days are over.
So now we're kind of just evolving.
Has golf become a little bit more beginner friendly so that more ladies feel safe and stress-free and comfortable being out there?
Correct.
Because I know I've talked to so many women over the years, including my own 3 daughters, that have said, Dad, we were really kind of, we don't want to get out there and get under that kind of pressure if we don't play fast enough.
That is true, and I think that is, but it's kind of, the clubs around here are doing a great job of introducing women to golf. If it's just, wine and dine and on 9 and just do, lessons and then throw wine into it afterwards. And it's just a bunch of women that get together, one, network, and to learn the game of golf. Because as they're learning, it's a great sport for business in general.
Tiffany, on a personal note, I know that recently you were faced with breast cancer as well.
I was.
Can you tell us about that experience and then maybe offer some encouragement?
In 2017, in January, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, which was a complete shocker because there is no cancer in my family whatsoever,
Right.
not an iota.
How did you know? Did you check for a lump like women do?
My doctor did. So she had felt something, and so my body was telling me things also, and that's why I had gone into my doctor. She had said, let's go get a mammogram, and because you haven't had one in 2 years. And then it all went downhill from there.
Oh, boy.
But it was stage 1, 1.9 centimeters. So my attitude towards life and towards a lot of things was, okay, put this obstacle in front of me. I'm going to climb it and get over it.
Is that because you were raised by parents that built a lot of strength and security and self-assurance in you? Or is that just the sort of personality you are? Did you fall back on your personal faith maybe? To what do you attribute that response to?
It is from my family, and my dad and my mom are both the same way. And, it's like you just fight for what you have to do.
Yeah.
I never get defeated. I mean, I probably broke down 3 times during my 6-month venue of going through, 5 months of chemo, double mastectomy. I didn't have to have radiation because it didn't spread to my lymph nodes. But, the biggest thing was my support system. My support system was amazing and helped me get through that. And I knew that it wasn't going to defeat me. I was done January 21st, cancer-free August 8th.
And you worked through this
I
time.
did.
You're the
I worked
executive
from home
director
a
of the
lot.
Schwab
Yeah.
Cup Championship, one of the most important events. First of all, it's a season-long series of points, and with the ultimate championship being here at Phoenix Country Club. What word of encouragement would you have for someone that's facing this now?
My ultimate is don't fight it alone. Don't feel like you're alone, because there are organizations out there that can help you. So if you don't have family members or friends to talk to about it, you can always go to different organizations.
All right, Phoenix Country Club, the site of so many Phoenix Open championships in all those early years. The history there, you almost feel like you got to take your shoes off because we're on holy ground or something. But Tiffany, you are now officing here for the last couple years. Yep. and running the Schwab Cup Championship. Tell
Yes.
me about that and what you're doing to get ready, because yet another one coming in just a few weeks.
Yep, it will be here November 4th through the 10th, and we will have the best top 36 players of the PGA Tour Champions. And now, a couple of years ago, we started the playoff system similar to PGA Tour. So they start at Dominion Charity Classic in Richmond, Virginia, and then fly over to Sherwood Country Club for Invesco QQQ.
Yes.
And then they come right here. So we go 72, 54, and the top 36 here. But really it comes down to, we have a tournament within a tournament. So first off, you're playing against 36 guys for a tournament. So we have a purse of 2.5 million, and that tournament winner will win the tournament trophy. And then you have the overall. So really, anyone in the top 36 has a chance at the end of the year to win this. Yes. Very slim for the 36 person, and who's ever ranked first, which has been Scott McCarron for weeks on end,
right,
has to play really bad.
But he can get beat.
He can,
and
absolutely.
That's for this year, and you'll have to check if you're watching this in future years how the playoffs and the rules and anything may change. But for now, we've got 36 Champions Tour players coming, the best of the best. Lots to do, but what are you doing to get ready for all of this? What are some of the things happening around that week and around the course?
Well, we just had our media day, and then now it is just full force.
Tiffany, the golf course right now, I know they're getting everything ready. I'm going to give you the final word about coming and how to see golf that week.
Yes, come on out. It's November 7th through the 10th. You can get up close and personal to the likes of Bernhard Langer, Freddie Couples, Scott McCarron, Steve Stricker. So don't forget, and of course our favorite Tom Lehman, of course.
Yes.
But you can. It's a very family-oriented place. We do have a family pack also that includes some food and beverage vouchers for that.
Very nice.
So it's really a great place to bring your family and come on out and enjoy.
And Tiffany, I understand you have a very special gift for the viewers today, some lucky viewers today. What is that?
I do. I want to give the lucky viewer a family pack. So it's 2 adults, kids are free, and a $20 voucher for food. So, it's good any day. So we'd love to have a family of yours, viewers out here to enjoy it.
Well, we'll let you know more about that very quickly. Can't wait to be here with you, Tiffany. Thanks for being with me today on Match Play.
Thank you.